Hey everyone, it's Amador, and sorry I've been a little out of my MIA. You guys, sorry, I haven't really slept much. I haven't been sleeping much. I'm awake here having coffee, um, and I'm in a conundrum. So I wanted to come onto YouTube and I put it out there. I know you guys, are, all of you crafty, amazing people, might have a better answer for me. I've been Googling this, but anyhow. So, I was working on a project yesterday trying to get back into the swing of things, and I reloaded my ATG gun, and then I'm like digging through the drawer. I have a drawer with my adhesives, like the red line tape, the score tape, and blah blah. So anyway, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm down to this in tape. Like, you guys don't understand. I've had to the point that I've ordered like massive packs. I've ordered this. Okay, you guys know that these are not cheap, these actual Scotch brands. So whenever I'm at like one of the big box craft stores and I don't find anything that I'm looking for, or everything I have is on sale, I will use a coupon to just get one of these packs, whether I need it or not, because I know when I have big projects, like I'm out of luck. Because I do prefer this brand. I've actually bought this one. I bought like a whole pack, like from one of the on Facebook, from a Facebook group, where it's like I just asked them like, how many can you fit in a flat rate envelope, send me that. So, and this is the last one of that. So, and I bought like tons of those things, and like I said, I buy these when I can, when I find them, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I've gone into like Michael's and Joann's and Hobby Lobby, like I get there and they're like, there's never these, because everybody uses them for the coupon. So yeah, and I know some people have had challenges with the ATG gun, but I love it. I've had this thing for years. It was a gift from some crafty friends, and hey, Amel, Lilia, Araceli, and John, if you guys are watching, I know, and I know some people hate the ATG gun. I personally love it. This one has been loved. I've actually dropped it several times, so I'm surprised it's still intact. You can see some little wear and tear. So even though I hate pink tools, but that's the other side. That's a whole other video. So I wanted to come on here and see if you guys had any suggestions on where to get these tapes. Now, in all actuality, I would like to find a really good deal on the Scotch brand one, but I'm also looking for the generic one if possible. And by deal, I don't mean like buy two get one free. No, I'm looking at getting a case. Like I use this thing like you would not believe, and I have major things coming up, and this is not going to cut it. I have like my nephew's baptism, I have my parents' wedding renewal, I have my nephew's birthday. So I usually, for these kind of family events, I usually make between 100 to 200 invitations. Yeah, I said it, and that's a regular family gathering kind of thing. So, but that's not including my regular projects, my other cards, my other layouts, all this other stuff. So the fact that I'm at this amount and I didn't notice, it's scary to me, because literally if I get if someone gets, because I do custom orders and I do custom things where I get I get message to do like a thank you cards or whatever, and I'm about to make a bunch of thank you cards, like this will be wiped out in one session, in one set of whatever. So, and please let me say that, yes, I know I could probably go buy 5 of these or 20 of these. These are not freaking cheap. These are not cheap. Even with the coupon, it's like, ugh. But, I know someone told me that these generic ones come from Tape Depot, and I went on to Tape Depot looking around. It's really rando though, because when you go to check out, it tells you, it gives you all the information, and then it has a little box that says check if you have the Pink ATG gun to send me those correlating or whatever related tape. And I'm like, wait, so am I getting the ones that go on this? I don't want to order a case. And then I have the ones that are for the thicker, for the actual, because these came from like Framer tools. It's for that one, and then I'm stuck with a case of glue that I can't use at all. So, and like I said, I'm not looking to buy 4 or 5. I am looking to buy a case. I know, I'm trying to remember, I follow somebody on YouTube that said something about, if I'm not mistaken, somebody that gets some of their supplies from Uline or something like that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know. But I know nothing about that either, truth be told. So if anybody knows, like, if anybody has any suggestions on this, I might have to get these, but I don't want to. I really would like to get the ATG brand, because I know many people that have bought these have had problems with it. I might have gotten a really good batch. I'm going to tell you, I've had these for like almost over a year and a half, because I order in like that massive amount. And these I just buy sporadically. And some people have told me that I think I just got a really good batch. I've never had a problem. I've never had a friend or somebody tell me, hey, the card you sent me is like falling apart today. So so I'd like to think that they're still good, but I don't want to chance it just to save a couple of bucks when I know I have the cash and I could probably, you know, shell out for some of these. But I also want like a lot. Like I said, I don't need 5, 10, 20. I'm looking at buying a case. I'm looking at, okay, truth be told, I'm looking at hopefully if I can get a better price, like buying 100 of them, of the rolls. And it's really tricky too, because when you're looking online, they're little shisty little punks. Sometimes you have to really read all the information and you end up buying one roll. You're like, oh, this pack is, you know, $7, which is cheaper than the original price, and this one is $5. And you're like, oh, I'll get this one then. And then you're like reading, you're like, wait, this is one roll, this is two roll. Or like the listing will say this is a pack, or this is a roll, or like this is a roll. And I've seen some websites, and this is really shiesty, you guys. I've seen some websites that'll have the picture of this, but you're technically only buying one roll. And that's messed up. So, you know, to keep me from losing my mind and Googling things, and you guys know when you Google stuff, the top ones are like, you know, paid companies and, you know, advertising, blah, blah, blah. So I just wanted to see if anybody out there has like a really good link or just know where to get a bunch of these. Or, yeah, or if you guys know where to find these, because I really need to buy a bunch of them. Like seriously, like I'm looking at getting a case because I use a lot of it. I don't skimp on my adhesive. I think in crafting paper crafting, whether it be scrapbooking or card making, I believe the two things you should not skimp on is paper and adhesives. Everything else, you can touch and go. You know, everything else you can find really cheap, nice embellishments, and you can find, you know, whatever. But I believe if you have really cheap paper, it's flimsy, your project is flimsy, and if you have really cheap tape, it falls apart, or you get that yellowing through the actual paper if it's really thin paper too. And I'm not cool with that, because some of my cards that I send people, I'm very honored to know that they keep them. One lady even like had one framed. I'm like, that's crazy. So I really appreciate that, and I'd like them to last, because people do save the beautiful things you guys send them. You guys, when you guys send me a card, I guarantee you I have boxes where I cycle them in and out. But not only that, I have a vine where I put them on there. So if like 3 months down the road, I'm like, oh, those are beautiful cards, and all of a sudden, and it's happened, by the way, it's happened, where I'm looking at them like, oh, they're so pretty, they bring me joy, they, you know, and then like something like the front layer just slides right off, and I'm just standing there in awe, like, did I just see that? Have I not had my coffee or something? So it happens. But so I digress again, because I babble like a lunatic. So if you guys know, I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna post a picture on my Instagram and on Facebook to see if anybody knows, because hey, you know, somebody might have a good place to find them. So, but yeah, and you really have to be careful, because they have a yellow machine, they have a yellow gun, and it's like, I know this one's the 1/4 inch, and that's what I need is the 1/4 inch. I don't know if I can use the other one on this. I'm assuming you might. I don't know. And see, look, this is what happens with these, because it makes it kind of loose. It lifts up half the time. But I digress. I mean, it still works. You know, no major complaints. I know that has to do with the tape, though. The tape roll as opposed to the gun. So, because I know Carol doesn't like this thing. Hey, Carol. I'm going to text you in a minute. So, yeah. So, you guys, if you guys have any suggestion or know of someone that orders in bulk to resell, I'm not looking to resell. I don't have time for that. I don't have to wait for like one of my friends to be like, yeah, I'll give you $20 to go in on this. No, I want to buy a case, and literally just for me to use, because I use a lot of it. So yeah, so let me know. I've saved my lunch money so I can order it. Let me know if you guys know of a place. And I thank you in advance. Sorry I babbled. I'm looking at the time. It's 9 minutes. I'm sorry, you guys. But thank you for your attention. I really appreciate it. Bye, everyone.